This is the 28th video presentation for the Case Animal course. As you view this video, make notes of important information. Pause, repeat, and resume the video whenever necessary. Animal Conformation, Lesson 9.2, In Search of the Ideal Animal. You recently completed Activity 9.2.1, Selecting the Best, where you made decisions based on given priorities and criteria, and analyzed objects as they compared ideal criteria. Selecting quality animals is an important skill for livestock producers. Using criteria to select animals consistently requires an understanding of the economically and aesthetically desirable traits. When evaluating an animal, you are looking at the appearance or conformation of the animal. Conformation is how an animal is put together. Conformation is evaluated based on several priorities. Not every priority fits each type of animal, nor the purpose of the animal. These are the most common priorities and have application in several species and uses of animals. Muscling is an important trait in nearly all species and for nearly all uses. The purpose of raising livestock is usually production of meat, which comes from muscle. Muscularity is a highly heritable genetic trait, meaning it is passed on to offspring. Performance animals, such as horses, require muscling to compete or perform work. Capacity refers to body volume. This volume is necessary for animals to perform at high levels while maintaining body condition. Capacity is typically associated with production and performance animals. Frame or skeletal size determines the overall size of an animal. While bigger is not always better, larger framed animals do tend to produce more meat and have greater capacity. In young animals, frame can be used to evaluate growth potential, particularly by looking at the length of the cannon bone. Young animals with a longer cannon bone in relation to their body have a greater potential for growth. The degree of fat on an animal is referred to as condition, finish, or leanness. The term used is determined by the production goal. Condition is used for breeding animals, while finish and leanness are typically attributed to market animals. The amount of fat a market animal has is economically important in both meat quality and cost of production. Meat animals with too little fat tend to produce meat that is dry and less flavorful. On the other hand, animals with too much fat require more trim during processing and waste feed resources, both of which increase costs. Breeding animals need to carry enough condition to maintain health, to produce offspring and milk, and to maintain reproductive soundness. Excess condition can decrease fertility and cost producers money. Structural soundness is one of the most important traits in every species. The structural soundness of an animal determines how comfortably it can move, longevity, and the structure of offspring produced. Therefore, structure is extremely important in breeding animals. Balance can be the most challenging trait to describe and evaluate. Balance refers to how closely an animal combines all traits to the ideal package. The quality of an udder or underline is important in breeding females for producing offspring or fluid milk. Udder quality is not important in market animal selection. Breeding animals should look their sex. Masculine animals should appear more rugged, with broad shoulders, thick necks, wide heads, and thick musculature. Feminine animals should exhibit a daintier appearance, with more refined features and lighter muscling. Sex character is not an important priority in market animals. Breeds have been established and developed over time. Purebred animals should exhibit the key traits of the breed in order to pass those traits to offspring. Breed character is not a key priority in market animal selection. As a review, mark or highlight 3 key points in your notes that are important to remember from this presentation. List 2 ideas or concepts that relate to previous knowledge. List any questions you have about this topic. Discuss these questions with your instructor. Keep any notes you have from this presentation organized and available for use throughout the course. Through Project 922 Storybook Selection, you will research and identify the priorities for evaluating an animal. This will help you understand how producers use qualitative and quantitative comparisons of live animals to predict value in the marketplace. Your instructor will share specific instructions for Project 922 Storybook Selection and Project 922 Evaluation Rubric.